Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are starting a new series. We are going to be doing our franchise series of Madden 22 on the Miami Dolphins, which is a team who is my favorite. And they also need a little bit of work to them, like not that much. So it shouldn't be that hard, but it's going to be a little difficult with adjusting to a lefty quarterback. And the big thing that we need to address early is the O-line. The O-line is better than what they were last year, but still not the best. Tua Tagovailoa obviously got some help in the offseason getting some wide receivers and Will Fuller, and we drafted Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Waddle was probably one of the best things we could have gotten. It was either Waddle or Devontae Smith that we were going after, and they chose Waddle over Devontae Smith, and that's a move that I was honestly happy about. And we got a veteran behind Tua too in the offseason, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's just a guy who really got chances, just never really got a long-term chance, I guess. I could put it like he's a guy who got a chance, and then we have Myles Gaskin, who is going to be our running back for the season. And Gaskin had a pretty solid year last year as both a receiving back and a just normal running back. He I'll say this, he exceeded expectations like the whole Dolphins team did last year. A move that actually happened today was Greg Little getting traded to the Dolphins, and I believe he's a left tackle or right tackle. He got traded to the Dolphins for a seventh round pick, which I highly doubt is going to work in this game, so I'm just probably not going to even bother trying to do that. But anyway, the defense for the Dolphins is looking much better than what it was last year. So the Dolphins defense was one of the better ones like the whole season last year, as we didn't really shut down Kansas City when they scored 31 on us, but they did okay, I guess. We have obviously the captain of the defense, or should be captain, Xavier Howard, who actually I'm going to set as the captain right away because he had such a great season last year. He had 10 picks. I believe that was the league leader, and the one that I remember the most was his one-handed one that he got on Tyreek Hill. But anywho, we also had Emmanuel Ogba, who had his best season by far for the Dolphins. I believe he had like 10 plus sacks or something like that. 9, yeah. Had his best season by far, and we're probably going to look to continue to develop him. But on our defense, they got Javon Holland in the second round. He's a free safety from Oregon. And he has high expectations. I'm pretty sure he's only a star um, dev trait, but that's still okay. Like, that's not anything too bad. He has okay coverage for a safety, and his speed's, like, probably average. But still, I mean, that is a pick that I was really happy about. Then we have our first round pick, Jalen Phillips, out of Miami, right? Yeah, I knew he was out of some Florida. I didn't know if he was out of Florida or Miami. I believe he's either star or superstar. I know he's not X Factor because I know the only X Factor in this draft class is Kyle Pitts. But Jalen Phillips was, I think, such a good pick for us. We needed help on either, well, not really on the line. We needed a better outside linebacker, and that's where we're going to play him for the season, which I am so happy about. Then, in the offseason, we signed Justin Coleman. Yeah, Justin Coleman on a, what was it, 2-year, 3-year? I don't remember exactly what his contract was. I didn't even honestly know we signed him. Yeah, 1-year deal. We'll probably sign for a year and probably get rid of him next year. But I know that we signed Jason McCourty. I think this was one. No, he was on the Pats. And he's just a veteran, really. I don't think he's going to really play too much. He's probably going to be a piece that we look to actually trade during the season because he's going to start regressing heavy after this year, and there's really no reason to have him on the team. And that's really what most of this Dolphins defense is. They are older guys that are going to be good for year one. Then after year one, they're going to start regressing very heavily. Like, I know Agba is a star, but this is probably going to be his last season before he starts regressing. Eric Rowe's only normal. He's going to start regressing. Byron Jones, I believe, is older. Yeah, 28. He's probably not going to start regressing until he's like 30. And then you have Xavier Howard, who's probably not going to start regressing until he's 31 just because of that X Factor ability. But I mean, the Dolphins are such a odd team where they will regress after a little bit. Like the year one, we're set, we're fine, but year two is where the rebuild will actually start. And I'm going to put Jalen Waddle on kick return and punt return because I'm pretty sure that's what the Dolphins are doing in real life. And I think they're doing that because in the first preseason game they had him as kick returner. But the Dolphins have one of the best kickers in the league right now, Jason Sanders. And he is going to be our long-term kicker. You're probably not going to see too much of him unless I suck this year, which high chance I probably will. I won't be the best because, I mean, I wasn't the best last year, really. I'm trying to just still figure out the game pretty much. But that's the team. We have Matt Polarity, right? Michael Polarity? Yeah, whatever. I probably won't be punting too much. But at slot receiver, we are going to put Jalen Waddle in that role. For rush DT, I don't know why Raekwon Davis is not there, so we're going to move him there. One guy that I'm excited to use is Jerome Baker. He is a fast middle linebacker. He is going to be my user for at least year one. Who is this? Malcolm? Yeah, no, screw you, no. We're going to be giving Myles Gaskin all the touches this year, and I think we're all set for this. Like, this is a good team, and also one thing that I'm excited for is the new staff point system, which I haven't even looked at yet. I don't even really know how to access it too much, but I will figure that out right now. All right, so I figured out how to get to the new staff point system, and what I did was I went with the player growth tree. So I made so we have multi-week injuries are like going to be limited, I guess. Like the time for them to recover is going to be less, and we made it so safeties and like just the safeties are going to get more, like 20% more XP per training, which is going to be kind of clutch for us. And so for our defensive coordinator, he has it so X factors are on. That's obviously for Xavier Howard, and he has it so the tackle for for the defensive line is +1, I think, right now. And then play rec is +2 for the corners, and then none of this has been touched yet, and we're probably going to figure that out later. And I know there's going to be some moves that are probably going to, like, be set, I guess, for, what is it? There's going to be some things that are not going to be really set in stone for these rosters yet, I guess, because they're still going to have to do work. And I know the main rosters are going to be out probably in, like, September, like, mid-September maybe, and I'm not trying to wait that long, so when that comes around, I might restart it if I have to. I don't really know. But one thing that I do like about this game, they really improved all of this. I'm not really going to be worried about any of like this for preseason, obviously, but I like it how they changed this up. The screen looks actually nice. It shows you what's happening, like what your guys are doing. Like for right now, we're guarding the deep pass for whatever reason against Andy Dalton. Don't know why. And it's saying that's going to improve man coverage, zone coverage, better play rec, and increase pass rush moves. Which honestly, that's something I would like to do, but I just don't think that deep passing is like something that we really need to worry about, or scrambling is something that we really don't need to worry about. But David Montgomery, I think, is probably something that we should focus on, given I don't think they're going to do much with their air attack. But honestly, I just like this whole new system that they have. It's just looks better. It's more like, how can I say this? Like, I don't really know. It just looks better all around. But I know we're going to be focusing Khalil Mack this week. That is something that we are going to be taking full advantage of, like, with the new system. And then the players that we have that... How do I get over there? Okay. These guys are going to be our focus players, so they're going to be guys who are getting more XP per, like, practice. And I like all of these guys being here because they're all rookies. They're all highly talented rookies. They all have hidden development. I'm pretty sure Waddle has superstar, and eventually I feel like I'll be able to get the extra extra focused player, but I don't think we're going to be running for 5+ yards against the for 200+ yards against the what's her name? The Chicago Bears, especially in preseason. So I'm probably just going to go for throw 2+ touchdowns. It's probably the safest bet that you can go with, especially in these preseason games. I'm going to not really like going to not play them. Like I'm going to play the moments of all four of them in this one episode, and then in episode 2, which will be coming out in an extra. Well, today's Tuesday, so see, episode 2 will be coming out on Thursday, and on Wednesday I'm going to be doing a rebuild. So I don't know what team I'm gonna do for the rebuild yet, but that is something that we'll find out in due time. But luckily, no one was injured for us in practice, so that is one thing that we don't have to worry about. So let's get right into the gameplay. Sorry for the extra long intro, by the way. All right, we are in Chicago. Geez, why is my geography so bad? Chicago, Illinois, and we're getting right into it as we're going to be on defense. And right now, they have Justin Fields in the game in the first quarter. They are not wasting any time getting him developed right off the bat, and that's going to be a big gain by their tight end. I think that's what was that? Jimmy Graham, I think. Yeah, big gain by him, and now we're in red zone defense as that was a rough first thing. I'm pretty sure it's on 6-minute quarters. I believe it's on all Madden difficulty right off the bat. When we get to actual games, I'm gonna boost it to probably 8 or 10 minute quarters. And a new feature that they added into this game is momentum. The momentum of the game can be very annoying at some points. Like I know there's some where it's really overpowered and you don't know who is going downfield as that's a touchdown for the Chicago Bears. Really, I don't really care if we lose these preseason games. I don't care at all. But the momentum can be a big factor, which will actually make the game harder if the CPU builds up enough of it. Because I know there's one where you can't see who your receivers are downfield, which will be very difficult as that's another touchdown for the Bears as our offense really is not getting much moving at all. And we're actually going to be able to play with them real quick as it's going to be Jacoby Brissett in with Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Adam Shaheen, and Preston Williams out wide and Malcolm Brown underneath. That's going to be right to Adam Shaheen, and that's going to be a catch, and this could be a touchdown, and he's down with the one. Big game by Adam Shaheen, though, as that ball just got in there. A guy came up and tried playing ball instead of focusing Shaheen, and that could have potentially cost him. And also, yeah, they add this in. The screen will shake when the crowd gets loud, which is really cool in my opinion. We're going to throw it across to Jakeem Grant, as that's going to be a touchdown for us, and we are down by only 7, I think, now. And that helps our goal out really for this week. Like we need to pass for 2 touchdowns, so that's going to be a little 2-minute drill here. As one guy who I hope the Dolphins don't just let like kind of die, I guess, is Preston Williams, because he was really solid for them last season. I hope they keep him in the I guess rotation as one of the guys to keep going. I know I will in this franchise. I'll try to get him as much playing time as possible. But he was such a big help, and I did not mean to throw that. I was busy talking. And it cost me. I threw an interception on accident. And, I mean, I don't know. I hope that the Dolphins just don't get rid of Preston Williams, because he's had a good season last year. And it sucks that he got injured halfway through. But that's going to be a little dish out to underneath to Tyreek Cohen as he will... What the heck was that animation? I guess he reached out and he got in. So we are down 7-21. I just can't really see that much because the recording thing on PlayStation 5 is literally right up next to the right next to the scoreboard. As that was going across the middle to Albert Wilson, just the pressure got to Brissett in times and was able to put enough pressure on him, or they hit him to make him fumble the ball when he threw it. But that's going to be... Oh, whoa, that ball was well overthrown. That was not where that was supposed to be at all. And right now, the Bears have all the momentum in the world. They are actually maxed out with their momentum. We're going to throw that deep to Preston Williams as he's going to make the one-handed grab and go all the way for... Yeah, all the way for a touchdown. Thought I was about to get caught there at the end. I almost started celebrating too early as that was a hell of a throw by Jacoby Brissett to sneak that ball in there. It's going to be our ball even though it says that's the Bears for some reason. So we're going to send Preston Williams deep on this route and see what he can maybe do on the deep route. Nope, that's going to be Jakeem Grant wide open and oh, he drops it. He couldn't hang on. That was such a good pass. I don't know why that said that was inaccurate. That was right on the money actually. But we're getting a lot of moments in this first game. So honestly, I might do this game, then I'll simulate the rest of the preseason off camera. And because I don't want this video to be too long. But I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, as this is going to be a series that I look to upload every other day. Well, at least until I go back to school. Then when I go back to school, it might be a little iffy. And especially when 2K22 comes out, then the schedule might be a little iffy. So up until... I think it's September 10th is when 2K comes out. Up until then, hopefully will be a decent upload schedule. But I know when 2K comes out that I'm going to be looking to upload some of that. But I hope you guys will enjoy the series. That's going to be a pick. I just had to throw one up and hope to God that it was going to come down with that. Preston Williams was going to come down with it, but he did not. As this has been a rough first preseason game, as we are getting crushed. But once again, it's preseason. I don't really care how we do, as long as we, well, as long as our younger guys get development. And okay, that's just Jakeem Grant being too short to catch the ball, which is one thing that is a little concerning with him. Like sometimes he'll throw the ball to him and he just won't catch it because of his height. As that's going to be Jacoby Brissett going down on a sack by, don't know who you are. But, I mean, it's just going to be a rough one. It's such a weird team, the Dolphins, with lefty Tua, who I might honestly look to move on from, which is such an unrealistic move. I just hate lefty quarterbacks in this game because it's so awkward playing with them because I'm not used to playing with them. And, I don't know. We're in our own red zone. We're down 14-35. We're going to try and get at least one more thing to go our way before we're probably done with this. I'll probably skip the rest of the moments from here on out. But we're going to target Jakeem Grant downfield. Actually, no, it's Albert Wilson. He cannot hold on to the ball. So that's going to be a conversion. A turnover on downs. As we're just going to actually probably run this last one up. And, yeah. I can't wait for this for the series to start up, as this is one that I'm really looking forward to because it is my Miami Dolphins. That's like what my fourth pick that I've thrown with Brissett. I mean, it's just something I'm really looking forward to because it's my favorite team. And also, I really enjoyed my franchise last season. Last year I played one off camera with the Washington football team, and I had a lot of fun with that. But I hope you guys, actually, do I do another one? I'm probably going to end it right here because I don't want the video to be too long. Also, it's just preseason, so I'm going to advance the regular season in this video. And we can see how the team did. And if there are any injuries, I don't know if I should turn off injuries to keep them on. I mean, I feel like I should keep them on just because that's more realistic. But no one really important has an upgrade point besides Xavier Howard, which I'm just going to put in on slot because slot is the best one to upgrade. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the series on Thursday, and I'm going to be doing a rebuild tomorrow on probably the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for on Wednesday. Later.